Welcome back, dear students. The today's biology class in the chapter of human health and disease. We are continue discussion in cancer. In previous class, we started the cancer introduction and the main important concept how this cancer word will be originated and some types of the cancer we are going to discuss. But come the today's class, we know that what are the causes of cancer and what are the major types of the cancer, how we detect or diagnose the cancer, and what are the treatment of cancer. About the remaining portion of that cancer we discussed in today's class. Let us we start with the causes of cancer. What are those carcinogens, we are called them, those substances which are responsible for the causes the cancer. What are those substances, how they responsible in causes of the cancer in human beings. So the first concept is that the agents or substances causes the cancer are called as the word carcinogens. Carcinogens for 1 mark questions and it is asked for you as a CET question. Must remember what are carcinogens. Carcinogens are nothing but these are the substance or agents which causes the cancer. There are number of types of carcinogens are there. In that, come to the first one, the chemical carcinogens present in tobacco smoke have been identified as a major cause of which cancer? Already you know that lungs cancer. The tobacco smoke is injurious to health. Like that type of the word will be almost all present in those tobacco pockets. Must be remember why it is injurious to health, why it is very danger, why it is critical. So because of this reason, the chemical substances, chemical carcinogens, the main chemical carcinogen that is called as a tobacco smoke. This tobacco smoke has the tar. This tar will causes the which type of the cancer? That is nothing but a lungs cancer. Means the lungs cancer related to the carcinogen, which one? Tobacco smoke. Then come next one, the biological or internal factors like. This is also one of the important aspects we must be remember. Some persons are not going to habituated to any other substances, those are causes the cancer. But those persons are get the cancer. How? That will be also based on the some inherited genetic defects also, or based on their age, nothing but immunity concepts, and also in the gender. If you take the exact range which is takes place in the male and female, that is the sex, nothing but in gender, the who is getting the more type of the cancers which are responsible for the gender like a male and female. If you consider as a predictable change, the increasing rate in the female is more than the male. That will be a more cancer is that lungs cancer and breast cancer, and also another one is that skin cancer. These are cancer which are responsible for the causes more in female gender than the male. So due to these aspects, you must be remember if biological or internal factors like the age, how the age, if we are having a decreasing content of the immunity power, resistance power, then immediately this type of the dust or smoke will going to attack to our body. Then our cells are become killed. Due to that reasons, any disease is easily attacked to our body. That will be based on the age also. If it is in the childhood age, or it is adulthood, or it is old age, the more the peoples will be suffering from based on the decreasing age conditions. So in that aspects, this gender, age and inherited genetic defects, that is nothing but based on the heredity concept. This heredity also sometimes will be responsible for the causes the cancers due to the mutant gene which is present in one person that's inherited to the another person. That mutant gene which will be related to the any type of the carcinogens, then it will be affected to the another generation in the mode of the cancer. Like this, biological internal factors also the causes of the cancer. And next one, the environmental factors. The environmental exposures, like the main exposures is nothing but ultraviolet radiations. That's we call it is a UV radiations or X-rays or particulate matters or radon or xenon. These are all having the highest wavelength concept, highest wavelength radiation. Like our gamma radiation is there, alpha radiation is there, beta radiations are there, UV radiations are there, X-rays. These directly attack to the internal body where in the concept of genes. Then those genes are become a mutant. Mutant meaning is that abnormal condition. That's why I told you here inherited genetic factors. If the person's genes will become a mutant or defected, that abnormal or recessive gene will be inherited from one generation to the another generation based on the hereditary concept. If that gene causes any carcinogens like this UV radiation or radon or xenon, then this gene also responsible for causes the which type of the disease, that is called as a cancer. So that's it. Think about it, dear students. Ultraviolet radiations, X-rays. X-rays also very dangerous. If you almost expose your body to continuously to the sunlight radiation also, that's we call it is UV radiation, and same thing to the X-rays also, then it will be causes in the genome level. What is that level? Genome or gene level. Then our one of the gene is become a defected, then our body becomes a abnormal, whether our body or next generation body. So these are also a causes for the cancer. Then come to the another one, very important one is that the life related factors. That is the life related factors like a tobacco, alcohol, drugs, smoke, etc. That smoke only we call it is a tobacco. These almost all become as a fascinated. How these are become a fascinated means today's youth generation is more addicted and depending on this type of the habits. These habits are particular to the kill the our body cells, because these are the very dangerous habits. So like that, what is that? First one is that tobacco. That is the smoke. That smoke will has the tar. That tar will affect to our lungs. So if continuously we are going to, you know that there are two types of the smokers are there. There is nothing but active smokers and passive smokers. You don't think we are not smokers. If the person who is habituated, who is addicted to the smoke, he is called as active smokers. And the person who is inhaling that gas is called as a passive smokers. Then you only think you are in which category, because both are smokers only, we are smokers only. If you smoke or not smoke, but you inhaling the gas na, if you inhale the gas means that's nothing but a smoking concept. But another, based on the some clinical trials, we are discussed that the passive smokers are quickly get the disease than the active smokers. Why means, dear student, must be remember this point. The passive smokers got a disease than the active smokers. Why means, in the active smokers the body or body cells is habituated to their smoke. Then only those cells are become active after they are inhaling the gas. This is the way, but we are not addicted to that smoke. If suddenly we are inhaling that gas, our body cells are not adjusted, not addicted. Due to that reasons, immediately we are getting the cough or sneeze or any type of the other symptoms. So this is the way you must be remember. If any smokers or smoke fellow is almost all under the smoking, means don't sit there, go away from that person. Why? Means that smoke is injurious to health. This is the way you must be remember this point. Okay, that tobacco. Next, alcohol consumption. That's alcohol, almost all it's very very dangerous. Next one is that drugs. Yeah, this is the very important in today's youth concepts. Already you are going to discuss in the studied in the see in the medias or newspapers what type of changes is going on in the youth generation, this generations, that's based on the drugs. Drugs is nothing but almost all ganja, charas, marijuana and like that. Crack is there, smack is there, smoke is there, so many opioids are there, cannabinoids are there. There are more types of the drugs are there, not only for these powdery substances, and also when we are almost in abnormal condition, we are going to take a capsules, tablets or any type of the syrups. These are also become a dangerous if you addicted more and more. Just think about one tablet. I am going to give an example is that is called as a sleeping tablets. See, we are in the normally we are having a circadian rhythm cycle. That cycle is called as a sleep wake cycle. The sleeping time and almost all waking time is going on in the normal range, then there is no problem for our healthy lifestyle. If it is in the abnormal conditions, that abnormal condition is going to attack to our healthy lifestyle. Why? Means if you not go the exact time sleep, then it will be affect your body conditions. Then what you going to do? Then for sleep purposes we are going to take the tablets. If once we start to take the tablets, then our body cells start to addict to that tablets immediately, then we are becoming dependent on sleeping tablets. That sleeping tablets is becoming more dangerous. That's also decrease the immunity power, resistance power, and it slow down the energy. Then immediately we are suffering from the different type of the diseases. In that maybe it going to cause for the cancer also. So this is this type of the drugs. Whatever may be, we must be go in the balancing dieting conditions. Any substance you can take, that all substance will be responsible for the causes of the any type of the disease. That's way you must be remember, dear students. So everything, if you are in balancing, then your life also become a balanced. So like that, the lifestyle related factors like a smoke, tobacco or alcohol consumption or drug addictions, those are also a carcinogens or causative agents of cancer. Then come next one is that bacterial or viral diseases like that. What are those bacteria or viruses which are also responsible for the causes the cancer? There are two type of the hepatitis viruses are there. Those are nothing but a HBV and HCV. This HPV is nothing but a hepatitis B virus and HCV is nothing but a hepatitis C virus. Both part will be responsible for the hepatic cancer, that's nothing but a liver cancer. These two, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, will be affected to our largest organ of the body, that is nothing but a liver, and that's also responsible for the gallbladder and bile also. Bile cancer or gallbladder cancer or liver cancer will be caused by this type of the viruses, that is nothing but a hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C virus. Then come to the another virus is there, that is called as a HPV. HPV meaning human papilloma virus. What is that HPV? Human papilloma virus. This virus will be responsible for the cervix cancer and neck cancer. Cervix and neck cancer. Just think about. These viruses also going to affect the part of the cervix and also in the neck region. In the female, the cervix part is there in the gonadal regions. So that part will be affected by human papilloma virus and also in the part of the neck regions. And then come to the another virus is there, EBV. These are the just example I am going to give you some viruses. In EBV, that EBV is nothing but a Epstein-Barr virus. This Epstein-Barr virus, based on the scientist name, Epstein-Barr virus will be responsible for the gastric and nasopharyngeal viruses. Just think about, dear students, the gastric cancer, which is we call it is a stomach cancer. This gastric cancer or ulcers will be going to formation takes place in the stomach, gastric ulcers. And next, nasopharyngeal cancer, that is related to the nasal cavity, completely nasal chamber. That's nothing but a nose, started to the up to the tracheal regions. That whole part will be affected by this type of the virus. What is that virus? Epstein-Barr virus. This virus will be responsible for the gastric type of the cancer, gastric ulcers and nasopharyngeal cancer. Like this, some viruses or bacteria also responsible for the causing the cancer. In that, HPV is there, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus will be responsible for the liver or gallbladder or bile. Next one is that HPV, human papilloma virus. In female, it going to attack to the cervix part. Next, in that neck region also it will be affected. And next one is that EBV, Epstein-Barr virus. This virus is responsible for the attack in the nasopharyngeal regions and also for the gastric conditions. So like these are all called as a causes of cancer. Not only these ones, just I am going to give you brief idea, but there are so many reasons are there. Those all reasons will be responsible for the causing the cancers. Okay, dear students, this is the concept of the carcinogens. Then come to the another type of the cancer, those we called as a major types of cancer. What are those major types of the cancer? In the major types of the cancer, we are having a 4 types, so many is there, but just think about in 4 types. The first one is that carcinoma type of cancer. This carcinoma type of cancer will be attack to the epithelial tissues. Those epithelial tissues nothing but these are covered we are called it is a lining part of the organs or any internal organs, external or internal, that covering part, lining part of the any type of the organs, that will called it is a epithelial tissue. In that area, this type of the virus or this type of the cancer will attack. So that's we call it is a what type, that one? Carcinoma type of the viruses. These are originated in the skin, lungs, breast, pancreas, etc. Where these are originated. This type of the virus or oncogenic virus we call it is. Those virus causes the cancer are called as a oncogenic viruses. These oncogenic or proto-oncogenic viruses which are originated in the epithelial tissues, those are coming under the category, what is that? Carcinomas categories. So that's why what are the examples of the carcinoma categories? Those are related to the skin cancer, lungs cancers or breast cancer, next pancreatic cancer. So in that part, this type of the cancer will go into originated. This is the first one. Second one is that lymphoma. So lymphoma word only is that you already heard this type of the word lymph. This lymph is commonly called as a colorless fluid. What's dear students? Colorless fluid. This colorless fluid will be present in immunity body, because in our body there are two type of the fluids are there. One fluid is called as a circulating fluid, that is nothing but a blood, that is the color fluid, and another one is that colorless fluid, that is called as a lymph. So this lymph will originated a type of the virus in that is called as a category lymphomas. This lymphomas commonly called as a cancer of lymphocytes. Just think about, dear students, what it commonly called? It is cancer of lymphocytes. Those lymphocytes we are called as a primary lymphocytes and secondary lymphocytes. Best example is that antigens and antibodies. Antibodies, antigens. These are called as a lymphocytes. What is the function of antibodies? Increases the immunity power. If these cells are attacked by this type of the cancer, lymphomas, then our immunity power completely decreases. So this is the second category. And for example, for that one, lymphomas, it's nothing but a blood cancer. So this type of the example will be asked you in the CET level, and one more question. Give an example for lymphomas type of cancer. What is that? Blood cancer. That is called as a leukemia. Leukemia, nothing but a leukocytes. Leukocytes are WBCs, white blood corpuscles. This blood cancer will also called as a leukemia. Okay, na? Remember this word. And these are coming under the categories lymphomas. Then come to the third category. What is that? Sarcomas. These sarcomas, where they are arises? They are arises in the sarcoma, sarcoplasm, sarcomeres. These sarcomeres are sarcoplasm which are present in the plasma, which is present in the bones or cartilage or muscular tissues, nothing but a muscles, that is called as a sarcoplasm or sarcomeres. The cells which are present in the bones or muscles or cartilage are called as a sarcomeres. So like that here also. So these arises in bone. Which type of category? Sarcomas type of cancer. Next, bone cancer, muscles cancers, and it's also in the fat and in also blood vessels. Blood vessels are nothing but a arteries and veins. So like that, arteries are nothing but a which carries the blood from which part to the body, from outside to inside, means from skin to directly to the heart parts, and it will be reverse, veins from heart to the skin, like this other parts of the body. Okay. So like this, the bone marrow, almost all bone cancer, muscle cancer, fat related cancers, blood vessels cancer, and cartilage, connective tissue, these are all related. This type of the cancer will be coming under the categories sarcomas. Then come to the next one, melanomas. See the word. In the word only we are easily identified it related to the which type of the part. Like that here, melanomas. Melanomas nothing but a melanocyte cells. Melanocyte cells which are responsible for formation of a skin pigment. That skin pigment is called melanin. This melanin pigment, that's why it going to caused by a one type of the cancer, that is called as a melanomas. That's nothing but it arises in skin that make pigment like this. It arises in skin that makes the pigment. What is that pigment? That pigment is called as a melanin pigment. That melanin pigmentation will continually decreases. It is attacked by the some abnormal or mutant type of the cells. Those cells causes the melanoma type of the cancer. So these are the some categories, major types of the cancer. The major types of cancer nothing but carcinomas, lymphomas, sarcomas, melanomas, like this. Many numbers are there, and you must be remember what are those example, what are the type of the cancer. These are coming under this category as like that, these four. Okay. So this is the idea about the major types of cancer. Then come, next one is that cancer detection and diagnosis. Yeah, we know that causes of cancer and we know the major types of the cancer. Types are there, how it will be causes, what are those carcinogens, everything we know. But come, how doctors diagnosis the cancer, in what way they are have the cancer diagnosis or they are detection of that one. The first one is that it is based on the biopsy. Just think about, dear students, here. If you go for the clinical conditions like that, we are having some test for the typhoid and some test for the HIV. If you consider as if diagnosis as a typhoid, then doctors are going to prescribe as a Widal test. Like that in AIDS or HIV, they are prescribed as a ELISA test. So same concept here also. If we are getting the clinically way, the diagnosing of the cancer, it's undergoing to the one aspect that is called as a biopsy. This biopsy will be based on the histopathological studies. Histopathological studies. Histo meaning histology. What is histology? Histology is nothing but the study of tissues. The study of tissues, we call it is a histology. Based on those tissues, they are going to get the some diagnosis of different type of the cancers. Like that is called as a biopsy. What they are going to do in biopsy? Come to here. In biopsy, see, a piece of the suspected tissue cut into thin sections and is stained, examined under the microscope. Just easily. The suspected tissue, already they know that which part will be going to attacked by cancer. Whether it is going to attack the throat, or it is going to attack the thorax, or it is going to attack the stomach, or gastric regions, or any gonadal parts, or breast regions. In that part, the one suspected tissue they are going to cut and make it thin sections. Make it thin section. In that thin section, they are adding what is that? Stain. That is the coloring fluids, staining. That's will be difference are there for focusing, for easily identified the cells whether they are going to affected by the oncogenes or not. So that purposes, for easily we are understood purposes, they are going to adding the stain for that tissue. Then examine under the microscope. In the microscopes, they are get the some colonies of the cancer cells. If these are present, then that tissue will become almost all attacked by the cancer. Like that, in biopsy, what they are going to do? See, a piece of the suspected tissue they are going to take and cut into thin sections and is stained, then they are see under the microscope. This is based on the histopathological studies. This is the first diagnosing concept. Then come to the second diagnostic concept, that's already you know that radiographic conditions. This radiographic conditions is based on the use of X-rays. Use of X-rays. If you anything, if we going to do as a scanning, then they are going to take the starting X-ray scan. In the X-ray scan easily available, easily finding those mutant carcinogens or viruses. In X-ray also, that's also another diagnostic treatment. And third one is that you are heard the new, almost all in the hospital conditions, that is nothing but a CT scan and MRI scan. The CT scan, CT meaning is that computed tomography. What is that? Computed tomography. This computed tomography gives the three-dimensional image of internal organs. If you going to do as a CT scan, then which part will be affected? Suppose our liver will going to affected, whether it is the front portion or back portion or side, both sides portions, then we don't know, we are going to see only for the front portion. But if it is coming to the back or this side, how we are going to identify that one. That is called as a CT scan. If we go for CT scan, then this CT scan gives the three-dimensional image like this. This back side also coming, here also coming. Okay, which part will be attacked? Okay, in this part there is the mutant gene will be affected, cancer gene. Then this part they are going to cut it. If it is in the primary stage. If it is goes to the secondary stage, that's called as a malignant tumor, then it's somewhat having a different treatment for that ones to slowly recover those mutant cells. So that's way this CT scan gives the three-dimensional image of the internal organ. This is also a best diagnostic treatment for cancer. And another one is that MRI. MRI is nothing but a magnetic resonance imaging. Magnetic resonance imaging. Through this we are going to find out the pathological and physiological changes in living tissues. See dear students, in MRI, why they are going to doing MRI means pathological and physiological changes in the living tissue. The tissue is normal tissue. If it will be attacked by the disease, if in this growth, it is a normal growth, normally dividing, yesterday we discussed. If it is goes as a abnormal dividing and become a biggest regions, then it is called as a physiological changes. If it is attacked by the disease, it is called pathological changes. What is pathology? Pathology is nothing but a study of diseases. The study of diseases are called as a pathology, and physiological changes means its size, its growth or tissue regions or location. In that region, if any changes is there means that is called as a physiological changes. Like that type of the changes, if we want means then we go for which scan? MRI scan. Like this, so many diagnostic treatments, detections are there. The first detection based on the biopsy, that is related to the histopathological studies, and second one use of X-rays, that is nothing but a radiography, and third one CT scan, computer tomography. Through that we are going to get the three-dimensional view of the image of internal organs, and finally MRI. MRI nothing but a magnetic resonance imaging. So these are all the concept of the cancer detection and diagnosis. How we are going to get the detection and diagnosis. Then come dear students, the last concept, that is called as a treatments. Up to this we know that cancer is deadliest diseases. Okay, it is like a HIV. It slowly spread to the all part of the body. Then if it is enter into the secondary stage or tertiary stage,